What's up, family? It's your Ghetto News Reporter, Maryland Dash 20 Maryland Lee. Today is August 22nd, 2020, a Saturday. I'm gonna read, before I do this video, I'm gonna read out the daily bread that I usually read out every day. I usually read out of here. And it talks about the neighbors or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm basically gonna do a video about the neighbors and stuff, because neighbors are the ones who always tend to know you a little better than yourself, because while you out there on your grind, they out there, probably all up in your house and stuff. All right, it says Galatians, this is the Bible book, chapter 6, 7 through 10. Just read the whole Bible book of Galatians on chapter 6. It said, let us not become weary in doing good, faithful until the harvest. It says, a woman I know planned an event at a local park and invited all the neighborhood children to participate. She was excited about the opportunity to share her faith with her neighbors. She recruited her 3 grandchildren and 2 high school students to help her, gave the assignments, planned a number of games and other activities, prepared food, prepared a Bible study about Jesus to present to the children, and waited for them to gather. Not a single child showed up the first day or the second day or the third day. Yet each day, my friend went through the day's activity with her grandchildren and helpers. On the 4th day, she noticed a family picnicking nearby and invited the children to join in the games. One little girl came, entered into the fun, ate with them, and listened to the story about Jesus. Perhaps years from now, she'll remember. Who knows what the outcome will be? God, through the book of Galatians, encourages us. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, not some, not just the Mexicans, not just gays, straights, bisexual, heterosexual, not just men, not just women, not just transgenders, all people. It says, don't worry about numbers or other visible measures of success. Our job is to be faithful to what He wants us to do and then leave the harvest to Him. God determines the outcome. It says, what best laid plans of yours have gone wrong? How can you learn to trust God with the outcome despite disappointments? God, I'm grateful that you're the one in charge of the results. You're the one at work. Help me to do what you ask, no matter what. So I believe God put it on my heart because I was sick yesterday, throwing up, trying to clean out my system or whatever, and some didn't agree with it or whatever and stuff. Long story short, I was throwing up all day or whatever, so I don't feel good or whatever. So I feel a little better to talk about, my neighbors or whatever and stuff, because I try to do a video pertaining to this house when I was in front of the people who so-called bought this house. Now the lady is a Hispanic, and she says she's been in this house for 11 years, but I've been in this trap house where I'm at in my city, Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? For over 3 years or whatever and stuff. And I've seen different people come in and out of this house, and it's not the original lady or whatever and stuff. And to prove it, they tried to put a light in this light fixture right here on this wall or whatever and stuff, and the lady that says that she was in this house for 11 years was standing with the guy who was putting the light bulb in this light fixture or whatever on this garage or whatever it is. Now, the light did not come on, and if she had been here 11 years, she would have known, that this light bulb was not going to work when he put it in. Now, I could have did a video, took pictures, all that, but you can see that they're, remodeling, they're trying to do whatever and stuff. They'll be here later on or whatever and stuff. But like I said, it's been at least 3 different people in this house or whatever. And I believe this was the Jackson 5's house or whatever the case may be, because when I was trying to do a video with her in front of the house and another white guy or whatever, and they was working on it or stuff, because I don't sneak and creep and do stuff, what I'm saying, behind people's back. So she knows if she see this video, I'm not lying. Now, it's this statue, and I was trying to do the video, and of course it didn't go through or whatever and stuff. And it's the statue of this little boy on the front of their porch with his hand on his chin and stuff. Now, I went to Gary, Indiana, Michael Jackson's, you know, house or whatever in Gary or whatever, and that same statue is in the back of his house with that little boy, with his hand on his chin or whatever. And when I tried to do the video, the guy that was out there, you understand what I'm saying, along with the lady back about 2 weeks ago, it did not, the video didn't go through and stuff, for real. So, and now the statue is still out there, but they're trying to hide it with flowers. And, I was always told if it really affects them, they would, do something about it, So my Facebook, with all my real information has come off. The one Mary-Lee Mac Massa Chosen, they have, taken that Facebook down or whatever. So I had to get another phone or whatever and stuff or whatever. And so my new Facebook is ML-MACK, M-A-C-K, Davis, D-A-V-I-Z, for those who care to know or whatever. Real talk. So, when they start disrupting my proof is because, they know they lying or whatever and stuff. Because she was like, oh, we neighbors and all that. No, we are not, because back in the day, Hispanics was running people from up north, the gangbangers or whatever and stuff. Real talk. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't want us around, and the white people didn't want us in Cicero. My niece, she can testify against that. I tried to take her to a park or whatever and stuff, a amusement park or whatever. And, all hell broke loose and stuff, and not even Cicero, on Pulaski and 79th Street or whatever. You understand? Well, I guess you could say Cicero. Yeah. It was 79th and Cicero. All hell broke loose and stuff. Now, I said that to say this. I bought this Boost Mobile, bag because, they was giving me a hard time, and I was wondering why, they was giving me a hard time. I was trying to, get another phone or whatever, get some hookup or whatever and stuff. And I was like, man, I done spent some money, and everybody, of course, when I come in, everybody spend money. They're just using me to get their little money up or whatever. They ain't trying to do shit for me. So I was like, well, let me get a deal on this bag, and it came with a whole bunch of stuff, school supplies or whatever. And he trying to give me the bag, but he left out the crayons. These crayons say Crazy Art 24 crayons. Okay? Now, I was wondering why he did that. So I looked through the crayons, and 2 + 4 is 6. I was in the Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6 in 1973 because I was a child abuse victim. Okay, let's get that out the way. Now, back in the day, crayons used to just say black, white, red, or whatever. But this black crayon says, it says black, and it says Negro. And, Martin Luther King ran down that black represents death. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, they probably don't want you to see it, but it's on my Facebook. I didn't already post it. I didn't already post the color of the crayon or whatever and stuff. And if you go get some Crazy Art 24 crayons, then you see for yourself that, it has the word Negro. And everybody talks about the Negro. Now, Khalid Muhammad, he was a revolutionary person, and he was the spokesperson for Farrakhan. And, he was kind of like his bodyguard and all that. Now, Khalid, you understand what I'm saying? He looked like me or whatever and stuff, dark skin, Native American or whatever. And, they ran him, to death. They killed him because, he realized he was getting fucked pretty much like everybody else usually do. And so now you got this DJ Khalid, and they say, we're taking over one city at a time. Him and T.I. have a song or whatever. And some other people or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. We're taking over one city at a time. Now, when somebody dies, all that money that Khalid generated, and he was a very, prominent person or whatever, just like I am. I'm the originator of rap and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So when I die, guess who get the money? You understand what I'm saying? You see? I don't get shit. I ain't getting shit. They trying to take the little money that I'm getting now. These motherfuckers don't even want me to have a free bus pass, and I earned that shit. I had 2 broken ankles. You understand what I'm saying? And I got the scar to prove it because, they think because I run for a bus, I don't need, my motherfucking goddamn. They think I don't need my you know, my bus pass or whatever. Now, back in the day, before the police railroaded me May 31st, 2008, and said I disarmed a police officer and all that, you know, I had a car and everything. I was a prominent person in you know, in society or whatever, you know, a pillar in my community or whatever. And you're like, oh, well, you know, you was getting SSI, yeah, well, that's my motherfucking mama. Just giving me security until I got on my feet or whatever and stuff. Now, long story short, like I said, I'm the originator of rap. I shouldn't be starving for nothing, right? So either way, if I'm worth zillions, even if they wanted that little shit back, that I know my ex-girlfriend stole half of that, you know what I'm saying? Donna Marie Evans, because she was my payee at one time, and she, you know, was a banker, and she's a real estate agent. So basically, it's all about the land. Dr. Claude Anderson, I'm going to put in the description of this video, and him and Boyce Watkins, or whatever, Dr. Boyce Watkins, you know, Claude Anderson, he's getting sick and tired, and he's older, you understand what I'm saying? And he's willing to, you know, just do probably 1 or 2 more videos and just call it a day, because he realized the old people, just like myself, you know, that all this work is just for bullshit for other motherfuckers and shit. Now, Dane Calloway's got a video called We Were Here First, you know what I'm saying? Or We Were Here, you know, before them, or whatever the fuck. I'll put that in the description too. You understand what I'm saying? Basically saying, you know, all these motherfuckers talking about integration. Nobody wanted fucking goddamn integration. We was more fucking together, you know, doing segregation and shit. Where's my people at and shit? You understand what I'm saying? I'm next to some motherfuckers that don't like me and shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's becoming more and more white people and Mexicans and stuff. Back in the day, this used to be colored. This would be Chocolate City, Detroit, you know, Chicago, you know, New York. You understand what I'm saying? The Black Renaissance and all that. You understand what I'm saying? Man, it's fucked up now. You understand? It's like, man, I don't know these motherfuckers. I don't like them and shit. And they don't like me, and I don't understand why they act like they do and they don't. You understand what I'm saying? These are the same motherfuckers that was running us out of our fucking neighborhood, that they was, you know, integrating. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, they trying to find a way to cut me off SSI. Okay, I don't give a fuck about that. You still got to do something with me and shit, motherfucker. I ain't finna work for you. I ain't finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They hate to see you making it. You could be on a fucking regular job and shit. You know, I remember the Mexican, this guy named John or whatever and shit. He worked for food stuff when I was working for them, and I had caught a hernia and shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's how hard I was working, or how hard they was working me, to the point I caught a hernia. And this big guy named John, you know, he was working there for years, keeping the books and stuff. And he said, hey, I bought a house, and he was all happy. Next thing you know, they fired his ass and shit. You see where this is going? They hate me so much, goddammit. I had caught another hernia working out and stuff while I was homeless and shit. And I asked for an appointment up north at this little clinic or whatever and shit, where the Mexicans was running or whatever and stuff. They gave me an appointment on ML-MACK's birthday, May 19th and shit. Now, how the fuck was I going to recover? You understand what I'm saying? Real fucking talk. So, you got to listen to the ones that I put in the description. You know, Young Pharaoh, he got a video I'm going to put in the description. Motherfucking Nipsey Hussle. You understand what I'm saying? You got to remember Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was from, you know, The Wiz, the movie The Wiz. You understand what I'm saying? With Michael Jackson and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle. You see how this is going and stuff? And as soon as the motherfuckers start coming up, they end up dead. It's like, what the fuck going on and shit? You understand what I'm saying? Real fucking talk. How many times niggas gonna realize before they realize that we getting fucked? You understand what I'm saying? So Nipsey Hussle, he was on Vlad TV and shit. You understand what I'm saying? He was a gangbanger or whatever the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, he's trying to come up out of all that bullshit. And they definitely coming after the gangbangers. Shit. I advise you not to wear a white t-shirt or whatever. Real fucking talk and stuff. Because he talk about, you know, them trying to fuck that shit up too. So, you know, long story short, because, you know, it is what it is. Shit don't stop, not even for the cops. And, you know, these motherfuckers just want us looking like this. I'm telling you, that's what they want. They want us hanging dead, nigga. They trying to bring that shit back and shit. And you niggas you fucked up the shit with all the real motherfuckers, especially with me. All y'all had to do was stand up. Believe me, they was scared as fuck. Now y'all done gave them too much goddamn leeway. Now, I guess y'all gonna be a fucking slave. And your neighbor gonna be the fucking master. For real fucking talk. I guarantee you, this is Michael Jackson's house right here. I guarantee you, for real. It's a takeover, nigga. We're taking over one city at a time. But when the bombs drop, then what? So that's all I got. With that, this is good. I'll put a dash 20 minutes. Peace.